coat, I'm just going to look at you, and as I'm looking at you, I'm going to walk around you and everything, and work you out. In fact, I did a kind of a head to begin with, and it's not that dissimilar actually. Quite happy.
I've got a very common head, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So what's your name? Tom?
Tom Foy.
Tom Foy. F-O-Y.
Y.
And have you always come from Yorkshire, or are you?
I was born in Castleford in Yorkshire, yeah.
Right.
But from an Irish mother and a Scottish father.
Oh, crikey.
So.
And had they been down, moved down specially to be around here?
They lived in Scotland, and my father was a miner. He moved down to work in coal mines in Castleford. And I was the first one to be born in England. Yeah.
Oh, really? How many of you were there?
6 in total. One before me, born in Scotland, and then the rest of us are all English, Yorkshire.
Right.
Yeah.
So what date was it that you came down?
They must have come down 1954, something like that.
Right.
I was born in 1956, so I was the first one born in England, as I said.
And so they were working. Your dad was working in the mine.
My dad came to work at Whitwood Colliery near Castleford, and when that closed, he moved to Kellingley Colliery, which has just recently closed.
Yeah. So your dad was in the pit, and you were.
My dad was in the pit, yeah. So I left school, and I didn't go in the pit straight away. I got another job, but I didn't really like, in a bit of an office environment, but I couldn't stand it, so I went to the pit then as an apprentice. I started work at Glasshouse Pit in Castleford. Did my apprenticeship there as an electrician. Then after about 5 years there, I decided to move, and I moved to Doncaster and started at Broadsworth Pit.
Right.
And I stayed there till Broadsworth shut in 1990.
How many years was that then in total?
In total, about 18 years in total.
Crikey.
A year off for the strike, and so it's 18 years.
Yeah. And you retired because you wanted to retire, or you were just because the pit
I
closed?
didn't retire, I was made redundant.
Yeah.
With the pit closed, I could have moved to other pits, but I decided to try something different. So I did, and I got a job working for this company I work for now, Saki Combustion.
Oh.
And I've been with them ever since. Something different, but yeah, it's quite good. Because I'm an electrician, I work with engineering, controls, electrical, and combustion, and yeah, here I am, still working for them.
Yeah. So you're an electrician down the.
Yeah, underground. I was an electrician. I always worked underground.
So that was kind of a, what do you call it? Not a solitary job in a sense. You were part of a team or a crew or a.
You're part of the face team. Each face team would have so many doing one thing, so many do another. They'll usually have one electrician and then usually 2 fitters. They're usually tied in working whatever was happening, or I would just see to all the electrical stuff on the face.
So does that mean you were permanently busy, or were you waiting for a disaster all the time?
Oh no.
Waiting for a breakdown?
Yeah, it'd be nice to think you were, but in reality was you always having to advance all the cables and equipment as the face moved forwards. Everything had to be moved forwards with it. And then you had like planned preventative maintenance, so you were given a list of duties to check every day, you had to sign for and tick off and things like this. So yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah, ideally, yeah, it'd be nice just to sit there to wait till something broke.
Wait for a fuse to go.
Yeah, but in between all that, if there was a breakdown, then that took priority. You'd go to that and either try and get it to work or get something that would make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite busy. I always enjoyed it, to be honest. I quite liked working down the pit. If Broadsworth had never shut, I might still have been there for all I know, So you're doing some more tomorrow, or is
Yeah, I've got
this
3 more tomorrow.
all to do with mining still?
Yeah, that's the one brief. They've got to be related to mining in some way. So all the stories will tally up.
I suppose you could pick anybody in Doncaster,
Yeah,
really.
really.
They could they'll have the father, their uncle, or somebody would have
Yeah.
worked in a pit. Should have brought me a paycheck or something
Yeah?
to model that on. Yeah, stick it on.
Have you kept loads of memorabilia?
I've only got, all I've got is your ID check. It's a brass check with your number on. I had one before the strike, and then they issued new ones after the strike. I kept the first one, so I've got the 2 I had, the 2 numbers. But the riding checks, the 2 brass, you get 2 different shaped riding checks. You gave one as you got down, and gave the other in as you came up, so they knew who was in and who was out. The pit, they sell quite well now on the
Oh, on eBay?
on eBay, yeah. They were everywhere. They're just thrown away at the time, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, you think on it, if I could have saved them, it would have been good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I suppose there's lots of people who got mining lamps. We've got one sat on our thing. I don't know where we got it.
Is it
there,
something you were proud to have been a part of? I mean, is it something like was it just the job?
I suppose, yeah, I was proud to be a part of it because it's an unusual job, you know.
Yeah.
It's not unless you've been down a coal mine and worked down it, you probably wouldn't imagine what it's like, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, until I was about 9 or 10, I thought everybody worked in a coal mine. 'Cause I was born in a coal board house as well, you know. Everybody on the estate worked in coal mines, so yeah.
Did you, were you one of the totally sociable ones, or did you take full advantage of the mining social life?
The mining
The community, as it were. I've heard lots of tales.
Well, when we first married, we lived in Woodlands in the mining village, I suppose. Yeah, I used to go to I didn't go to much of the clubs so much. I go to the local pub and have a drink there, and sometimes we'd go to the clubs. But then we moved out a bit of the Woodlands, we moved nearer towards Doncaster, and I suppose you lose touch of going out in the local village clubs, if you like. But yeah, the people I used to go out for a drink with were all workmates, so yeah, I suppose. And when thinking back, yeah, I'd go back up to Woodlands for a drink, and everybody in that pub more or less worked at Broads of Pit, so in that respect, I suppose it was, yeah, but we didn't feel that at the time, you know. In fact, yeah, you'd go into the pub and speak about work all day, you know.
Yeah.
And then
It's my idea of hell.
then go to work and speak about what you did in the pub all day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit mixed up.
Which was the local? Was it the Tallyho? Where in Woodlands?
When we lived in Woodlands, where the house Colleen was born in, we lived on Doncaster Lane. It was what's now the Broad Highway. Well, it's the Highwayman now, I think it's called. It used to be called the Broad Highway.
Yeah.
That was the nearest one, but if I was going for a drink with lads from work, I'd probably go up to the old Woodlands Hotel. You won't remember it, I bet, would you?
Whereabouts was that one?
Right on shop fronts. It burnt down like everything in Doncaster. If there's a problem, it will burn down eventually. Yeah.
You've got great deep set eyes. Good.
Is that good? I don't know.
Well, in the sun, they'll really be dark in the sunlight.
Oh. Deep set eyes. It's like a bit like saying you've got lovely big feet, isn't it, or something like that.
Not really.
No.
So when you woke up this morning, did you think you'd be sat with a famous bronze sculptor
No.
in Doncaster College?
He's already established I'm not famous. He said, what have you done that's famous? Oh, Christ.
He's doing a famous one soon, aren't you?
I'm
A big one.
Next year I'll do a famous one, don't worry. You'll know about me next year.
Well known in Lowestoft, apparently, in all the right circles. Yeah. And I've been to Lowestoft, so next time I go, I'll check you out. Yeah, I'll have a word round. Yeah. Have you seen this man? Yeah. It could be When she said it, Colin, when she said come and have fun, this is just another wind-up, isn't it? There's going to be some...
It does sound
Like a wind-up.
like a wind-up, yeah.
I'm expecting a camera team to burst
No.
in a minute. You've been framed, or
No.
candid camera.
Definitely not. Definitely not, yeah. This is...
Here's your 250 quid, you can go home now. Is that not going to happen then?
No.
Oh,
no.
right.
He really isn't. It's hard to please, isn't it?
But the thing is, if you know Colleen, his daughter, then there is a vast amount of potential, and especially with me involved as well, he probably is slightly edgy. But I get where he's coming from now.
Yeah.
You just look at it.
Which way?
To.
Do. Oh, right.
And with the plaster as well, aren't you?
Yeah, you're going to get a plaster head.
Oh, yeah, he said that, yeah. Does it come painted, or
No, white. It'll be white.
do you have to
You
paint
can paint
it
it if
yourself?
you want.
Oh, why not? You can just spray with that fake tan or something like that, you know. Spruce
Before
it.
you
Make
say
yourself... Oh, maybe that as well,
Put a wig on
if necessary. I might add a bit of that on.
I'm not sure I want to give you one, actually.
Oh, go on.
I'm not sure the right amount of due respect is being paid.
I used to have a lot of freckles when I was younger, so maybe
Well, I'll do that.
I'll stick some of them on it, yeah. That'd be good. Made of plaster, is it quite robust? Will it,
Yeah, it'll be robust.
will it
Dental
stand
plaster.
grandkids knocking it about?
Yeah, I'll do small rears then.
Yeah, probably wise, yeah. If you put sort of hooks on them, we can hang car keys on them and things like make it useful. I'm all for useful art, that's me. Yeah, put a ring in my nose, I'll hang some car keys from that as well. Yeah.
7 years education, some of the best colleges in the world.
Yeah, this is what it boils down to.
Can you put a bloody hook on the nose?
How many years in
Not
India?
yet.
Yeah, 2 years in India.
Oh, yeah.
You're now an ambassador
An ambassador for the
sculpture.
brass heads, yeah. For the little brass heads.
Yeah.
I thought they'd be a bit bigger, to be honest.
Sorry.
So, I was a bit surprised you showed me the small one. I thought, I wonder how they shrunk them down like that. But obviously you're not shrinking them down, which is a good thing.
Not boiling them.
No,
They're
no,
not boiling in there.
Well, have you made them to a certain scale? Is that have you
Yes.
scaled them all the same?
Yes, but they kind of naturally end up
Oh,
being
right.
like this.
So what's the scale then? I don't mean by weight, I mean
About half.
half, is it? Oh.
Yeah, maybe just
2
under.
to 1 then, yeah. Oh, good. What about the body then?
Well, I didn't think you had that much time. I mean, are you getting into this? We've got all night, Tom. We've got all night.
I meant for when it's finished.
I don't want to have.
They're just
I
having heads?
I think it should be heads. I
Oh,
think
fair
if
enough.
this particular idea this week is just heads.
Right. So next week's bodies. So you'll have to go the same people to
Yeah,
obviously
you
get
might
the
have to
right
come
body.
back,
Yeah,
yeah.
you don't want to get the wrong
And
body
do your
mixed up
arm
with the
then.
wrong head, do you? We're doing arms this week. Is that what it's going to be? Left legs in March, and then we'll see what we can fit in July. Yeah, that.
We'll have a contract for you to sign.
Oh, good. With the arm that's just been sculpted. Yeah. Well, no one was coming in. I would have saved up a few ferret stories.
What about canaries? Do you know anything about canaries? Did you have a pit canary?
With the pits, I'd have canaries right up to mid-90s, yeah. They were still compulsory. You had to have at least 2 canaries, I think. But no, I never saw one used in anger. Oh, I think...
Using anger.
No, it's true. They only took a canary down for if there was what do you call it?
Gas.
Fire. But no, it was not particularly. Not for methane. It was for if there was a heating or fire going off for CO. Yeah, because you can't smell CO, so the canary would keel over if it got a sniff of the old CO. Yeah. But I think while I was at Brodsworth, I think they took one down once. I'm sure they did. I didn't actually see it, but somebody said they did. Somebody also told me the reason they use canaries is because they're yellow, and then when they're flying around pit, they stand out like a little luminous jacket. But that's not true either, because they keep them in a cage. Yeah. But they had a little bottle to revive them if they fell
And
over.
that was amazing. I never knew that.
Yeah, you can see it on old mining books, because I never saw it in action. But they were still duty bound to keep canaries up to 1990 something at least. So no, we did have a budgie once at home, but that had a
Short life.
short life, yeah.
You had a cat as well.
The ferret got
That
it.
damn ferret.
No, we had a cat as well, and that had a long life, but that went on and on.
It's not too long.
Yeah. A bit too long. Still got it. It's buried in back garden now. No, it died in that elderly death. Yeah. Yeah, so that's about it for pets, really. We had a chinchilla once that would be over the top. You know.
Bit exotic.
Tell me about it. Crazy, you can't catch it. You don't let it out, you never catch it again. Yeah. And now we've got his 3 chickens.
Did they lay?
Yeah, they were doing up to
Grandkids move.
up to a few weeks ago. They were
It's changed.
well, a few months ago. As they get older, then as it winter, they don't lay as much. Yeah, so yeah, we've got 3 chickens. Winnie, Avril, and Stormtrooper. That's the names. Yeah. Stormtrooper's the what? Stand name Stormtrooper. Yeah, because it's a white one. Yeah.
It's the bridge of your nose. It's the trick, I think.
Is
You
it?
get that.
All right.
Unique shape to this nose. Does it run in the family?
I'm not sure. My nose has always run. Yeah. Yeah, we picked our own. Yeah, that's. Yeah. Unique shape. That's good. It's a bit. This seat should have been more comfortable, you know.
We apologise.
It's a bit hard.
We'll put it down in the notes.
Yeah, do.
We aim to make the customer experience.
Yeah, a positive one.
Yes.
I like the fact that you've given Laurence a slightly harder time than some of the other ones, I think.
But by moving my head around a lot, or just, 'cause I've just got a big ugly head. More of a challenge.
That was actually on about the dry wit, but yeah.
Oh, sorry, no, he's doing his best. Leave him.
Shut up! What if Leonardo had this problem with the Mona Lisa?
Probably. She always had that sly grin on her face, didn't she? Yeah. Still has, as it happens.
I was just saying when I was in the lift that are we booking the Wi-Fi?
Yeah. What do you mean when you were in the lift?
Yeah.
Were you watching this on your phone?
I have to check, yeah.
Jesus Christ, it's like a big trouble around you. Yeah, definitely do that. We need some female stories.
Yeah, she's the one.
You say she was a nurse as well, pit nurse.
No, she wasn't a pit nurse. No, she was a nurse in hospital.
Miner's daughter.
Miner's daughter, yeah. And granddaughter as well, I suppose. Born in a pit house, same as me. Alluded to going to a council house.
So is that what brought you together when you first met?
What, the fact that we were both...
Born in pit houses.
Yeah, we used to go to Born in a Pit House conventions. It was really good. Yeah, all sorts of strange words, weren't there? Oh, I'll tell you, and things you'll never see now, like people chewing backy and stuff like that. Which is a... Did I mention that? Chewing tobacco?
Almost everyone.
Mm.
Some positive experiences, some negative experiences.
I never chewed it, but... God, I think you've got to take some doing to get used to it, but once it's like cigarettes, once they're used to it, then like anything else, they're hooked on it, I suppose.
Can't imagine that one, to be honest.
It's quite messy, you know. You can't swallow it. You spit it all around here, all over the place. You know.
Bit like the wax.
Well, yeah, you can't swallow that either, I suppose. Yeah. Snuff. You know, you don't see people taking snuff anymore.
We've got Laurence snuff.
Have you? You try some snuff?
Funny enough, we went to the dog races.
Oh, it's Stainforth there.
No, in Yarmouth.
In Yarmouth?
It was our Christmas treat to the workers, as it were. And we took your snuff. And we sniffed snuff and bet on the dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, the good life,
I lost a lot of money that night.
You will do.
Bloody snuff.
Yeah. Clouds your judgments.
Yeah. What we were waiting for is the which dog did a poo and bet on it. Apparently, if they did it,
It's
if
a
they
bit
emptied
lighter. That's how you do it, is it? I never really...
Well, it didn't work for me.
No.
It's 2 hours lunch.
Okay, bloody hell. No, we can't do any more then.
That's it, is it?
Sorry about that.
Well,
I know you wanted to stay longer.
I'm getting used to it now. I've lost all feeling in my backside, so it doesn't matter anymore.